Yo guys, what is good and what's going on, everybody? Your boy BOSG back at it again to another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play. That's right, ladies and gents, we're back for another one here tonight. As tonight to basically end off your week, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have the Philadelphia 76ers at home tonight for the first time in a while after a 5-game road trip. The Sixers are back at home tonight and will take on the Portland Trail Blazers, and also what is the return of Matisse Thybulle to the Wells Fargo Center, followed up by Damian Lillard and Anthony Simons, as well as Jeremy Grant, other players like that coming to the Wells Fargo. But that's not important right now. What's important right now is the return of Matisse Thybulle to the Wells Fargo Center, and that the Philadelphia 76ers do whatever it takes in order to get this win tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers, man. On the first game back at home in quite some time. So we're going to get right into it, man. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, man. We already got 3 people up in here. Appreciate all you guys, man. Y'all not done so, man. Hit that like button on the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you guys know. Never share the stream so we can bring more views up in the chat. You guys now know how we do it, so let's get down to business. Music producer! That music's great! Let's go and cut the beat! Thank you! Alright. Hopefully y'all can hear me up in the chat. Guys, give me a 1 if you guys can hear me. I know I kind of am with the headphone route right now, but, you know, it is what it is, but give me a 1 if you guys can hear me in the chat. Make sure my audio is good. Make sure my audio is good. We're good? Alright, I appreciate that. It's just sports talk. But without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go through the chat here, see who's up in here. I know one person's up in here for sure, confirmed. So we're going to roll through the chat before we get started. SG Sports Talk, like I said earlier, he gave me the 1 to let me know that he could hear me. So appreciate that, my guy. I know he said go for him because he hates the Sixers. But it is what it is, man. We respect all fans here. We welcome fans of different teams, especially, and anyone that supports Philly teams like mine. Appreciate for coming through. SG Sports Talk being the first one in here. Hit that like button if you have not done so, my guy. And appreciate for coming through to the stream, being the first one up in here. Beat the 76ers. Yeah, I see that energy. I see it. Dame Time's going to ball out tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. And I wouldn't be surprised if Damian Lillard puts up some crazy numbers tonight. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Dame is the second greatest three-point shooter in NBA history after Steph Curry, and I got him dropping 54 against the Sixers. I think he actually gets somewhere close to that, but I think it's going to be more towards 40, not 54, though. That's the thing. Damian Lillard's one of the most dangerous shooters on the planet right now. Yeah, he definitely has been shooting the ball well. Even if he's off in terms of his shooting, he will definitely, find a way to still put up at least over 20 points. He'll find a way to put up at least over 20 points, even if he has a bad shooting night. Go, Lillard, go. Yep, I see that energy, man. I see that energy. When Dame Lillard gets hot from three-point territory, he's absolutely the most fun player to watch on the basketball court. And I love Damian Lillard too, man. I really love him as a player. And I really do think that, he is really fun to watch on the court, man. Him, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Embiid. I know I'm biased on that, but Embiid's my guy. And we can't be trading him because otherwise we will be in cap hell going into next offseason. But we need to get out of the second round in order to have Embiid stay. Yeah, what's going on, SG Sports Talk? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Music is so catchy and it has a super great vibe to it. It's what I do every time, man. It's what I have every time. Stream starts in just 1 minute. Yeah, I started it, man. Don't you worry. I know you have this one up here, man, which SG Sports Talk goes ahead and says, make some noise for my boy BLSG. SG Sports Talk, man. We got the right sound effect for you, man. I'm going to play. Make some noise for my boy BLSG. Yes, sir. That's how you welcome either someone like me. Well, we don't do that normally, but because you did that time, SG Sports Talk, we did it that time for you, man. So appreciate you for putting that up there, man. And every time we'll have like a guest on or something like that, that's how we'll welcome them in, man. That's how we're gonna welcome them in every time. Just some love and support to my boy BLSG, and click the like and subscribe button, and also turn on the bell notifications so you'll be uploading next time you post another video on your YouTube channel. That's facts. Yeah, I know. I got a late start, man. I got a late start. I'm here now, man. Appreciate that. Audio's good. Appreciate that. MC, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. So go Sixers. Appreciate that, MC. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you for coming through. As the starting lines come in here for both teams, for the Portland Trailblazers is Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons, Matisse Thybulle, Jeremy Grant, and Yusuf Nurkic. For the Philadelphia 76ers is James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid will get the start at the 5 tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers as we are live here from the Wells Fargo Center. And ladies and gentlemen, also speaking of the Wells Fargo Center, I will be at the Sixers game on Sunday against the Washington Wizards. I will actually be at that game, so no stream that day, but you will see a lot of like vlog videos like I did last year when I was at the Sixers game last year. You will see a lot of vlog videos for that game. So expect a lot of those coming out on Sunday, man. It's going to be a fun time on Sunday. I'm going to tell you that to say the least. It's going to be a great time on Sunday, but especially if the Sixers win. And you know the Trailblazers kind of going with their new jerseys, like the green ones. As you have Matisse Thybulle dapping up Tyrese Maxey as they get ready to tip this up. You know, I really love watching players like Damian Lillard, man. I've also loved watching Anthony Simons, too. I know he was, like, injured for a game, but now that he's back tonight, I actually like watching his game. Wish you have fun at the game and go with it. Yeah, I hear you. But they're a rebuilding team. I pray to God we beat them, honestly. But the series about to get underway, and we are underway here from the Wells Fargo Center as Yusuf Nurkic wins the tip, and here we go. It's going to be Anthony Simons starting out with the ball. Gets it over to Matisse Thybulle, over to Jeremy Grant. Grant gets it over to Nurkic. Gets it over to Dame Lillard. Lillard gets it over to Nurkic. Nurkic around Harden, putting it up for two, and it's good for Yusuf Nurkic. So Nurkic putting up the first points on the night for the Portland Trailblazers. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to be guarded by Jeremy Grant. Maxey going to look for his options. Gets it over to Harden. Harden guarded by Simons. Now guarded by Grant. Harden looking. Harden gets it over to Embiid. Embiid back to Harden. Taking a three from the wing. And it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Damian Lillard for the Portland Trailblazers. Who gets it over to Anthony Simons. Back over to Nurkic. Puts it up for two. That's no good. Rebounded by Embiid for the Sixers. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden guarded by Thybulle. Gets it over to Tucker. Back to Harden. Harden guarded by Dame. Now guarded by Thybulle. Harden going to his right. Harden gets it over to Embiid just barely. Gets out to Tucker, who's wide open in the corner for three. That's way off target. Rebounded by the Portland Trailblazers. It's going to be Jeremy Grant with the rebound. Grant backing into Maxey. Gets it over to Nurkic. Back to Grant. Grant backing up. Gets it over to Nurkic. Nurkic who gets it over to Damian Lillard. Lillard guarded by Tucker. Now guarded by Embiid, two. Gets over to Nurkic, over to Simons. Wide open for three, and it's good for Anthony Simons. Rough start, man. Come on, let's pick it up on the defense, and let's start scoring on the offensive side, man. Let's go. Can't be having these slow starts all game. As Harden gets it over to Tyrese Maxey, over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Nurkic. Embiid looking. Embiid dancing, looking for the options. Gets it over to Maxey in the corner, who will drive. Put it up for two, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. First point of the night for the Sixers coming from number 0. Let's go, man. That's what I like to see. Simons with the ball, gets it over to Nurkic. Nurkic guarded by Embiid, gets it over to Damian Lillard. Wide open for three, and it's good for Damian Lillard. You should not be letting Damian Lillard get hot, man. You can't allow it tonight. You can't do it. As Harden has the ball, standing in the corner, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Lillard. Embiid backing into Lillard. Embiid now guarded by Nurkic. Going to fade for two. That's not even close. and it's going to be a foul actually called, and it's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic. I'm telling you, superstar showdown this season, man. Damian Lillard and Joel Embiid been the best players from these two teams to representing their teams, man. Both putting up some really nice numbers this season. First one on the line for Joel Embiid is good. All right, Embiid, get us back in this game, man. Let's go. Time to get back in this. Get us back in this game. Second one on the line for Joel Embiid is good as well, to make it a 4-point Trailblazers lead, 8-4. As Anthony Simons has the ball. Simons gets it over to Thibault. Thibault over to Jeremy Grant. Grant gets it back to Simons. Over to Lillard. Lillard guarded by Maxey. Lillard will be fouled as he was trying to shoot it, and there'll be a foul called, and it's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. So the battle of the zeros, and Dame Lillard's going to win that battle. And they're actually going to call it an inbound pass, I think, because it was a foul on the floor, it looks like. So inbound passes in, gets it over to Jeremy Grant, guarded by PJ Tucker. Grant going to drive, going to push his way, and it's good for Jeremy Grant. Can't be underestimating this team, man. This is a team that's under 500, but has a really good squad. As Max sees the ball, gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Anthony Simons. Harris backing up. Harris looking, backing up. Harris going to fade for two. It's no good. Tucker tries to fight for the rebound, and it does get back into play, as Damian Lillard, I do believe, was the one to make the save. And, of course, the Sixers are too sloppy to pick it up. So the Trailblazers will pick it up instead as Nurkic backs into Embiid. Nurkic putting it up for two, and it's good for Jusuf Nurkic. Man, are we going to get cooked by Jusuf Nurkic tonight? Is that how we're going to play this out? It's not even Damian Lillard we're getting destroyed by right now, man. It's Jusuf Nurkic of all people. As Harden gets it over to Maxey, over to Harris for three, no good, rebounded by the Sixers. As Tucker passes out to Harden for a deep three, that's no good, rebounded by the Trailblazers. Thibault out to Grant in the corner for three, and it's good for Jeremy Grant. If I were Doc Rivers, I'd be calling a timeout right now because this is just getting ridiculous already from the get-go. We're 0-4 from 3 right now, man. This is ridiculous. Harden on the pass to Tucker, putting it up for two, and it's good. PJ Tucker right under the basket. That's what we got to see. That's what we need to see all game long, man. Let's go. Lillard with the ball, going to drive, and he misses the layup, and it's going to be rebounded by Tyrese Maxey. Over to James Harden, who's going to drive. Kick it out. Harris in the corner for three, and it is no good for Tobias Harris. These shots have to start falling. They got to start falling real quick. Simons taking the deep three, and it's good for Anthony Simons. Seriously, take a timeout, Doc, because this is getting ridiculous already. We can't even play defense right now, for crying out loud. We can't even play defense. We can't even do anything, honestly. Oh, Damian Lillard got hurt. Looks like on his leg on when Embiid blocked it. But yeah, guys, rough start, man. Rough start. We got to pick things up, especially on defense, man. But yeah, guys, overall, rough start for the Sixers, man. Rough start. Thoughts on Kyle Kuzma? You know, overall, in my opinion, he's honestly a scrappy player. You know, he's a player that can easily give you up to about maybe 10, 15 points a night. I know he's a solid role player for any given team, but the number one option on the Washington Wizards for Sunday, man, when I go to the game, it's Bradley Beal, without question. That's false right there. There's no way this is happening. If this is happening, I will bang my head against the wall if this happens, and Embiid will have 10 points tonight. And B is not having 10 points total tonight, man. Not even going to be close. He's just off to a rough start right now. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. 76ers are getting demolished by Portland. It's 18-6. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Come on, man. We can't have Matisse Thybulle come back to Philly and beat the Sixers. We can't. Especially in our house. This is our house, man. This is our house, too. That's ridiculous. We're out here letting Portland get every given shot possible. Like, that is crazy. That is ridiculous. We're back from commercial break as the inbound pass is into Tobias Harris, who's going to drive, put it up for two, no good, and Embiid gets the rebound and puts it back. Joel Embiid starting out the first quarter after the timeout with 2 points on the board to give him a total of what I do believe is 4 points now. Jeremy Grant with the ball, guarded by P.J. Tucker. Gets it over to Anthony Simons. Simons guarded by Tobias Harris. Simons kicking it out. Jeremy Grant from the wing for three. That's good for Jeremy Grant. These guys are just making it look easy from three. We're making it look so difficult on ourselves. Maxey with the ball, gets it over to Embiid, over to Harden. Overall, the Sixers have yet to make a three-pointer this game so far. As Harden gets it back to Maxey, back to Harden, over to Embiid. Embiid chucking it to Harris. Harris kicking it out to Maxey for three. And it's good. The first three-pointer of the night for the Sixers coming from number 0, Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. That's much better. Lillard getting it up to the top of the key. Do believe this is Simons taking it for three, and it's good for Anthony Simons. These guys cannot miss a shot from three right now. If anyone's missing a three-pointer tonight for the Trailblazers, it's Jusuf Nurkic at this point. As Harden's going to drive, going to get it over to Embiid somehow, and Embiid dealing with the triple team, making it look like child's play, and it's good. Embiid makes us look like child's play with the triple team coming at his face. Nurkic with the ball. Gets it over to Damian Lillard. Sets up a screen with Nurkic. The shot is up. No good for Damian Lillard. And is rebounded by the Sixers. Harden with the ball. Guarded by Thybulle. Harden gets it over to Embiid. Embiid spinning. Going to try to put it up. And it's going to be a foul called against the Trailblazers. The one that's going to be on, I think it's Nurkic, I think. I'm pretty sure it's on Jusuf Nurkic. That has to be his second, right? No, that's Nurkic's first. Unless if they have yet to update it. Which Embiid will go to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. First one at the line is good for Embiid. 3 of 3 from the free throw line right now. Anthony Simons will head over to the bench. Not sure who's in right now for... Oh, Cam Reddish. I completely forgot Cam Reddish was on this team. So Cam Reddish checks in for Anthony Simons. Corey Childs, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit that like button if you have not done so, my guy. I appreciate you for coming through to the stream. Also, shout out to the 6 people in here. Second one at the line for Embiid was good. As Cam Reddish has the ball, guarded by Tyrese Maxey, gets it over to Lillard. Lillard, guarded by Melton. Lillard, still looking. Lillard, just putting up a random shot. And D'Anthony Melton early on is going to be called for the foul. Looks like he did get a haircut, I think. Maybe got a haircut. I don't know. Are they going to call it a shooting foul? Or are they going to call it on the floor? That was the question. Last time we saw a situation like this, we had this result in a foul on the floor, and that's what it's going to stay as. As Lillard has the ball, slips, and it will be a foul against the Sixers again. Already 2 early ones on DeAnthony Melton, man. Terrible, man. Melton, dude, show some discipline, dude. Jeez. Steph Curry's birthday's in 4 days from now, and he's going to be turning 35 years old. Happy early birthday, Steph. Yeah, exact facts, man. Happy early birthday, Steph Curry. As the layup put up by Jeremy Grant is good, plus the foul. And Jeremy Grant will go to the line for one more, as the foul is going to be called on, I think it's going to be on Jalen McDaniels. And as of right now, the Sixers are playing really sloppy. They're playing sloppy ball, but especially defense. Jeremy Grant, no lie, he's been really good too. So this team does have some talent. Obviously with Damon Simons, and you got Jeremy Grant on this team as well. What are we looking at now? What are the officials looking at? Oh, do we have Scott Foster officiating this game? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, do we have Scott Foster doing this game? Oh my goodness gracious. Dude, Scott Foster's the worst official in the NBA. I don't care what anyone says. Maxey lobs up to Embiid, and Embiid trying to put it up for 2, and it's blocked. It's blocked by, I do believe that was Drew Eubanks. Yeah, that was Drew Eubanks with the block on Embiid. You don't block my center, Drew Eubanks. You're eventually going to pay for that. As Damian Lillard puts it up for 2, and it's good. We're letting this team just feast like there's no tomorrow. As Maxey has the ball, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid, guarded by Eubanks, gets it over to Tobias Harris, who tries to put it up to Embiid, and Embiid catches it. Embiid trying to keep the ball and will fail to do so. Embiid, man, come on. Hold on to the ball. Grant trying to drive for 2, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Jalen McDaniels. As we'll pass it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton going to his left. Melton gets it over to Embiid, and Embiid going to put it up for 2, and it's good on the dunk. There we go, Joel. That's much better. That looks much better. Let's go. Here we go. Lillard going to drive, put it up for 2, and it's no good, but a foul is going to be called against the Sixers, and looks like it's going to be on Embiid. I do believe Embiid was the one to run into Damian Lillard. Eventually, when Harden gets back into this game too, man, I need him to start picking things up. First one of the line for Damian Lillard is good. He's not going to miss a free throw, man. I'll 100% guarantee it. As Georges Niang's going to check into the game here for Tobias Harris. I was thinking of having Tobias Harris come off the bench because he's been a little inconsistent lately, and giving either Georges Niang or Paul Reed a shot at power forward or small forward, whatever you want to call it. Scott Foster's not great for a reason. I'm glad that he's ref this game. No. Scott Foster is the worst official in the NBA. What are you talking about? I hate him, man. Every Sixers fan hates Scott Foster. He's the worst official that this league has ever seen. Both free throws are good at the line for Damian Lillard. Maxey gets it over to Melton, over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Eubanks. Embiid looking. Embiid still looking. Embiid kicking out to Melton. 4-3 from the wing. And it's good. DeAnthony Melton. Thank you, D-Melt. It's about time. That's how you bounce back off those 2 early fouls, D-Melt. It's about time. Jeremy Grant has the ball, driving on Georges Niang. Grant gets it over to Drew Eubanks, guarded by Embiid. Trying to kick it out, and that's intercepted by DeAnthony Melton. Melton going to lay it up and lay it in. Just like that. 5 bounce back points for DeAnthony Melton off those 2 early fouls. Let's go, D-Melt. I like that. Let's go. Lillard with the ball, gets it over to Jeremy Grant, over to Drew Eubanks, putting it up for 2, and it's no good, and Jalen McDaniels gets the rebound. Gets it over to Maxey. Looking, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid going to drive. Embiid going to put it up for 2, and he's going to be fouled by Drew Eubanks. This should be a timeout by Portland, is what I'm going to assume. Let's go. 10-point game. I'll take it. We're stepping up when we need to. That's what I want to see. That looks so much better. You want to hear my thoughts on Scott Foster, SG Sports Talk? I'll give you it in 10 words, SG Sports Talk. The worst NBA official in the history of the NBA. Okay? It's in 10 words. 10 words. He's the worst. Stop it. Stop getting on that pack. I don't want to hear it. Stop getting on that pack. What is Scott Foster? Isn't he like 70 years old at this point? How old is this dude, Scott Foster? This is a guy I cannot stand, bro. Can't stand him. I cannot stand Scott Foster. Can't believe we got Scott Foster doing this game, dude. Like, jeez. How old is this guy, Scott Foster? This man is 55 years old. This man literally looks like he's 70 all the time. This dude looks like he's 70. Seriously. He's that old, dude, with the gray hair. Oh my gosh, he looks old. He looks older than 55, dude. He looks like 70. He looks like 70. Asia Robertson, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Asia said, hey, BLSG. What's going on, Asia? Appreciate you for coming through. Hit that like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream. Asia Robertson. I can't believe we literally have Scott Foster doing this game for us, man. That is ridiculous. Haven't we fired Scott Foster yet, dude? Like, jeez, man. Haven't we been done with Scott Foster? Like, seriously. That's ridiculous. And we still have Scott Foster existing in this in this NBA league, man. That's so dumb how we have this guy still around in the NBA. Like, why didn't he get fired already? Between Scott Foster with the NBA, Chris Collinsworth with the NFL, both of them need to be fired from their jobs, man, because they both suck. And nobody likes them. Except for if you're SG Sports Talk, who apparently loves Scott Foster. Here we go. First one on the line for Joel Embiid is no good. Come on, Joel. We need these free throws. Embiid, man, we need these free throws to fall. Let's go. You're better than that, Joel. Let's go. Second one at the line is no good for Embiid as well. What are you talking about, Joel? Come on. What is this? They got number 10 on the floor right now, dude. There's number 10 on the floor for this team. I think it might be Shaedon Sharpe. As Simons has it, puts up a 2, and it's no good for Anthony Simons, and is rebounded by Drew Eubanks, and he's going to be fouled by Jalen McDaniels. No, Shaedon Sharpe is number 17. Then who's number 10? Who's number 10? Nazir Little. That's who number 10 is for this team. Okay. First one at the line for Drew Eubanks is good. Here the Bears traded their first overall pick for DJ Moore in draft picks. Yeah, I did see that. I don't know why they would. I mean, they could potentially get they would have potentially got Will Anderson with that pick, and now it's probably guaranteed that Bryce Young is going to go number 1 overall. Unless if CJ Stroud goes number 1, which will be crazy. The second one at the line also goes through for Drew Eubanks. Says Milton has the ball. Milton gets it over to Embiid. Embiid gets it over to Melton. Melton looking. Melton getting out to Embiid. Embiid going to drive. Embiid putting it up for 2. And it'll be a blocking foul called on Drew Eubanks. His feet are not even in position, and same with his hands, man. Like, you can't have your hands out like you're going to defend somebody. You got to have them at your side when you do it. Dude, I hate Scott Foster so much. I hate him. Embiid waiting to get the ball at the line. I do believe that was Scott Foster giving it to him. So, Scott Foster, man, it's not taking forever to just give Joel Embiid the ball at the free throw line. And actually, no, that is not Scott Foster. First one at the line is missed by Embiid. Joel, are you on something, dude? Are you okay? Like, what's going on here? Can you please, like, just make your free throws? You're 3 of 7, Embiid. Like, what are you doing? We need these free throws. Can't do that when you're down, Embiid. Come on, you know that. As a veteran in this league. On down McDaniels, stop fouling, gets 4 more fouls. He'll be out for the game. Yeah, it's facts. He does have 2. Here we go. Here's Anthony Simons with the ball. Simons guarded by McDaniels. Gets it over to Eubanks. Back to Simons. Simons around the screen. Simons putting it over for Reddish. Reddish coming inside. Reddish trying to put it up for 2, and that's taken away by Embiid. Embiid going to bring it down the floor over to Milton, who was open for 3. Drives, then gets it out to Embiid, putting it up for 2, and it's easy for Embiid. That looks much better, Joel. Way to make it a 9-point game. Even though you missed 4 free throws, you're 3 of 7. Let's see what happens. Simon's taking another 3, and it's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Embiid. Embiid picks up the rebound. Gets it over to Milton. Over to Milton for 3. And it's good. D'Anthony Melton. Putting up a beauty. Has done really well ever since receiving those 2 early fouls. As Simons kicks it out to Reddish, who is in the corner for 3, and that's airball by Cam Reddish, rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Milton. Milton facing everyone. Milton going to his right. Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid gonna pump. What do you mean? What do they call it? Travel on Embiid, dude? Don't even. Oh my. Don't tell me I was Scott Foster calling that, dude, because I don't want to hear it. Here we go. Here's Simons with the ball. Simons going to his right. Simons driving, putting it up for 2, and gets it to go. Right past Embiid he went. Back up to an 8-point game. As Embiid pump fakes. Embiid kicking it out to Melton. Melton gets it back to Embiid. Embiid putting it up for 2, and it's good for Joel Embiid. Let's go. Way to keep up with this team, man. Let's go. What I like to hear. What I'd like to see. I like to see good competitive basketball. Let's go. I do believe this is Simons with the ball here for the Trailblazers. Now guarded by McDaniels after being guarded by Melton. Simons driving, putting it up for 2, and he somehow in the world makes it plus the foul. And that's 3 fouls on Jalen McDaniels. You get him out, dude. It's time to get Paul Reed in this game. I don't care. Get Paul Reed in this game. Why wasn't Paul Reed in this game from the get-go? McDaniels is on 3 fouls right now, man. This is ridiculous. Why is Embiid back in, dude? We should be resting Embiid. One more shot for Nasir Little. It's no good, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the Philadelphia 76ers will be down to the Portland Trailblazers by 8 points, 37-29, as we head to the second quarter with the Philadelphia 76ers down by 8. Rough start, man. That's a rough start. That's one that's rough to handle. It's a rough one, man. Rough way to start off a game. We know we got 3 quarters too. We got 3 quarters to make this up. We got 3 quarters to do something. You always got Brandon Graham back, but you could lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I hope we don't lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson, man, because that dude needs to come back. I don't know why we wouldn't bring back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but free agency starts on, well, sometime next week. Free agency does start, so I really do hope that we do bring C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. But even if we do bring C.J. Gardner-Johnson back, it's looking like our secondary is going to be completely different because we're probably not going to have Bradbury back next year. Our safety depth chart could be a little slim unless we bring Gardner-Johnson back. Slay might be on his way out. Maddox is going to stay in the slot. But overall, man, it's tough. It's tough. This defense is going to look really different next year. Be a Sporvay from the line. Yeah, I know. I know he's got shooting 50% from the line, man, but I know Embiid's normally consistent, but centers are not usually known to making a lot of the times when they're shooting it. They're more used to the layups and under the basket type of stuff. So I hope Embiid can start correcting this and have this ready for the second quarter and hopefully the whole second half. McDaniels gets 3 more fouls, he'll be fouled out for the game. Facts. Yeah, I know he has 3 personal fouls, man. I know. Rough start to the game, man. 37-29 Trailblazers with the lead right now. Looking to bounce back in the next 3 quarters, man. Hopefully, we at least make this a closer game. If not that, take the lead at halftime. But no matter what, though, we need to definitely shoot the ball better, and we definitely need to be a lot better on defense. And I don't know why Embiid got back into the game from Doc Rivers. That should have been Paul Reed's job, Doc. Do you not know that? As now Paul Reed's in the game for the Sixers, as he has the ball, gets it over to James Harden. He's at the top of the key, gets it over to Niang for 3. That's going to come short, and it's going to be rebounded by Nasir Little for the Portland Trailblazers. Little gets it over to, I do believe that is Anthony Simons. Simons, guarded by DeAnthony Melton, gets it over to Cam Reddish. Reddish guarded by Milton. Reddish, looking for his options, gets it over to Jeremy Grant. Grant, going to his right, gets it over to his Simons for 3, and it's good for Anthony Simons. Oh, rough one, man. This is rough. This is rough. It's really rough, man. We got to pick things up a little, especially on the defensive side. I want to see something happening on defense, man. I want to see something happening on defense for this team. See what they can do. As Harden has the ball, guarded by Simons. Harden kicking it out. So I do believe that is, I want to say that's Melton, who still has it, getting around Cam Reddish. Melton going to drive, kick out to Niang. Niang going to pump fake. Put it up for 2. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Drew Eubanks. Paul Reed, do you need to get on your rebounding, man? Cam Reddish catches the touchdown pass, and the foul's going to be called on Paul Reed. This is not the game I was hoping for. This is not the start I was anticipating from my team. That's Jeremy Grant going to the line for 2, not Cam Reddish. If I said Cam Reddish's name accidentally. First one at the line is no good for Jeremy Grant. Second one at the line is good for Jeremy Grant. Sixers down by 12, man. This is a rough start to the whole first half as a whole. Milton has to take a 3 now. And it is no good for Shake Milton. It's going to be rebounded by Drew Eubanks. Gets over to Simons. Simons keeping the ball. Guarded by Harden. Takes a 3, and it's good. Anthony Simons is just destroying us right now. This is unreal. Letting Anthony Simons take us right in the heart. As Harden gets over to Niang, who takes a 3, and it's good for Georges Niang. Praise the Lord. At least someone can get a 3 for once. but can we please guard Anthony Simons? Go Simons. Yeah, I hear you, SG Sports Talk. I know what you're saying. Simons dropping it down for Cam Reddish, and it's good. Wow. Now we got Anthony Simons out here showing his playmaking. As Harden has the ball, Harden going to dance, guarded by Simons. Harden around the screen. Harden dumping it down for Paul Reed, putting it up for two. No good the first time. No good the second time, but Paul Reed still able to put it back. Third time's a charm for Paul Reed. Here we go. Here's Jeremy Grant with the ball, guarded by James Harden. Why is Harden on Jeremy Grant? Now guarded by Paul Reed, putting it up for two. No good, but he will be fouled by Paul Reed. That's going to be his second. Second on Paul Reed, man. Dude, you guys just some discipline on the court, B-ball Paul. Just some discipline on the court, dude. Yeah, I see SC Sports talk about Anthony Simons' point stat line. First one on the line for Jeremy Grant is no good. At least these missed free throws by Jeremy Grant are kind of keeping us in this game, you know. He's already missed two of them, I think. And now we're playing Daniel House. Oh, jeez. I mean, he hasn't played too bad as of late, you know. Might as well give him a chance. Second one on the line for Jeremy Grant is good. So he's 3 of 5 right now from the free throw line. Here we go. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden gets it. Harden with the ball, guarded by Cam Reddish. Gets it over to Niang, over to House, over to Harden at the top of the key. Taking the three is Harden. And he still can't get it to go, but it's going to be rebounded by Paul Reed. Say, give me that! Reverse layup for Paul Reed's no good. Who keeps it alive as he picks it up, puts it up for two, misses that one, tries to fight for it over Drew Eubanks. And we're going crazy right now as somehow in the world the Trailblazers managed to pick it up. And that one's taken away by Shake Milton, who someone tried to get it over to Eubanks, which it doesn't work, and a foul is going to be called, and it's going to be on Anthony Simons. We are going crazy right now on the court. Both sides are going absolutely crazy. It all starts with the Paul Reed missed layup. Then he had to get his own rebound off the deflection from Drew Eubanks. Had to try to put it up again. Didn't make that happen. Somehow in the world, that was not a foul for what he did to Paul Reed. He literally elbowed him right in the face, and that was not a foul, according to Scott Foster. As the first one on the line is good for Shake Milton. Nasir Little will go to the bench, and Damian Lillard will check back in for the Trailblazers. Shake Milton to take the second one at the line here, in which the second one at the line is no good. Can we please make our free throws? How many free throws have we seen missed tonight from our team, man? 5 of 10. We're shooting 50% from the line. That is normally our strong point, man. Like, what are we doing? Reddish gets it over to Eubanks, over to Lillard. Lillard at the top of the key. Lillard gets it over to Nurkic. Or rather, that's Eubanks kicking out to Grant in the corner for three. No good. And Milton's going to pick up the rebound. Milton getting it out. Niang, a three. That's good. Georges Niang picking up where he left off. That looks much better. Timeout, Trailblazers. Beautiful by Georges Niang. Beautiful shot. Beautiful everything all the way around. I hope I got to see that on Sunday from Georges Niang. And I hope Harden can get back to where he left off, man. Because Harden needs to pick it up, too. Harden still has no points, and we're in the second quarter already. Harden better start picking this up, dude. Because I can't see Harden playing like this all game. I can't see that. Only had 3 assists in the first quarter. Man, Harden's off to a rough start. If we somehow win this game, man, I'm going to be impressed. Not to mention, 4 of our 5 missed free throws tonight come from Joel Embiid. But no matter what, though, man, that would not give us the lead. But at least this will make this a little bit more of a competitive game right now. we're kind of finding our rhythm a little bit, but we have to stay with the way we're kind of playing right now. If we're gonna find our rhythm, we got to stick to that. We have to stick to playing with our rhythm. If we don't, this could be really embarrassing. Not sure if I would call it embarrassing because, this is a pretty good team. It's just that the record is kind of mediocre. But that was like before they got Jeremy Grant and had him with Anthony Simons and Damian Lillard, and that was also before they had Matisse Thybulle. So, no, we got to continue to pick things up. I'm guaranteeing you soon, Doc Rivers is going to get Harden back in this game, as Harden is in his jersey right now, so Harden's going to get back in. I'm going to assume that Doc Rivers is going to keep Niang on the floor, is what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume Niang's going to stay on the floor and have him with Daniel House and Paul Reed. I'm going to assume that's what we're going to go with here, which is going to mean that we're going to be running James Harden with the bench lineup, and that's normally the death lineup, so we're going to see how it fares, and hopefully Harden will start picking things up, because we need him, dude. This is our second option on the team. Second, third option, man. Come on. Let's go. As Shane Sharp with the ball gets it over to Damian Lillard. Lillard, guarded by Daniel House and Paul Reed, gets it over to Eubanks, and it's going to be kicked off of Georges Niang. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Trailblazers. But a kick ball on Georges Niang, though. Regardless. But eventually we're also going to get Maxey back in. Eventually we'll have all the starters in towards the closing ends of the quarter. Jeremy Grant's going to try to inbound it, and it's going to be Sixers ball. But good defense, though, by the Sixers, man. Good defense, though. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Gets it over to Paul Reed. Reed over to James Harden. Harden over to Milton. Over to Daniel House in the corner for three. That's way off target from Daniel House. So it's going to be rebounded by Jeremy Grant, who will get over to Shane Sharp, over to Cam Reddish, who will dunk it in for two. Come on, man. We can't be blowing this now. Come on, let's go. As Harden has the ball. Harden looking, gets it over to Paul Reed. And Paul Reed comes out of the mud and puts it up and in for two. Paul Reed's out of the mud now. Let's go. And Lillard going to drive, put it up for two, and that is easy. Paul Reed, play some defense. The biggest deal on the court. Stay at the basket. Put your hands up. And the shot is put up and in for two, plus the foul. And that was James Harden, I do believe. Foul is called on Shaedon Sharpe. Harden will go to the line to shoot one more. I think it was Harden. Ooh! Man, Harden with the tough shot to make it his first points of the game. Had a really quiet first quarter, and hopefully this is the start of James Harden showing up. Because we need it. We need it bad. You're Dennis Keith, man. If you come through the stream, man, appreciate you for subbing up to the channel, my guy. Joel B, we'll check back into the game here for the Sixers. Paul Reed will head to the bench now that Embiid is back in. Hopefully this is the start of Harden having a solid game as the three-point play is completed by James Harden. Back to an 8-point game we go. Here we go. There's Damian Lillard with the ball off the pass by Cam Reddish, who gets it over to Eubanks. Eubanks is stripped from the ball. Reddish with it. Reddish kicking it out. And that is taken away by Embiid, who will get it over to Harden. Harden going to lay it up, and he's going to... And it's going to be a goaltend on the Trailblazers, so that is an automatic 2 points for James Harden. I do believe Harden did get it up there first, and yes, he did. So that is a goaltend. That is a goaltend by the Trailblazers, and 2 points for James Harden automatically. 5 points for the Beard. Let's go. We're starting to find our rhythm a little bit, man, but we have to stay with it. We got to stick with it. We got to stick with it, man. Come on. Let's go. As Lillard has the ball, Lillard going to get it over to Reddish. Reddish going to put it up for 2, and it's good. Come on, man. Keep up with this rhythm. I like this rhythm right now. If we can just put that defense, get that defense together, then we should be just fine. Harden on the behind-the-back pass to Niang, who takes a high-arcing triple. No good. It's going to be rebounded. But I do believe that is Cam Reddish. Reddish will be guarded by Maxey. Reddish around a screen. Reddish over to Jeremy Grant taking a 3. That's off target. Rebounded by Georges Niang for the Sixers. We'll get it over to James Harden. Harden. Guarded by Shaedon Sharpe. Harden going to dance. Harden looking. Taking the 3 from the corner. And a foul will be called on Shaedon Sharpe. And that will be 3 free throws for James Harden. An opportunity to make this a 5-point game. What is James Harden? Who is he talking to? Is he talking to Doc Rivers, or what is this? Probably telling Embiid to come up towards the basket. Scott Foster, dude, just give James Harden the ball, dude. My goodness gracious. Just give him the ball. First one line for James Harden is good. First of 3 at that. I mean, come on, guys. I'm also wearing the James Harden shirt tonight, man, so he better start picking it up. Second one at the line is also good for Harden. Let's go. All right, Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker will also check back in for the Sixers. So I do believe the Sixers now have the whole starting lineup in. Yes, Georges Niang did go out, so the whole starting lineup is back in. Third and final one for Harden at the line is good. Harden's been really efficient over the last few games, as over the last few games he's put up at least, I think, 92% from the free throw line. As Lillard gets it over to Nurkic, who goes with a reverse layup, and that's good for Jusuf Nurkic. Come on, guys, let's go. Harris with the ball going to his right. Harris going back to his left. Gets it over to Harden. Harden standing at the wing. Harden going to take a 3, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Jusuf Nurkic. Gets it over to Dame Lillard, over to Jeremy Grant, putting it up for 2. And I do believe it did go in, as the foul's going to be called on PJ Tucker. Three-point play is completed by Jeremy Grant. Maxey has the ball, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Maxey going to get to Embiid. Embiid going to spin. Embiid, guarded by Nurkic, putting it up for 2, and it's good for Joel Embiid. Lillard with the ball, getting it out to Simons in the corner for 3, and it's good for Anthony Simons. Or rather, that was Matisse Thybulle for 3 instead. Man, don't tell me this is the start of Matisse Thybulle destroying us. Don't even tell me this is the start. As Harden has the ball, gets it over to Maxey, back to Harden, taking another 3, and that's another off-target 3 from Harden. That's 0 of 6 from 3 from the Beard, man. Come on, take some shots inside, James. And Nurkic putting it up for 2, making it look easy. But can Harden please, put something inside, man? Seriously. This dude's 2 of 7 from the field, man. It's just getting ridiculous. Damian Lillard going to be called for the foul here for the Trailblazers. telling you, man, Tobias, dude, play some defense on these dudes. As Maxey going up the baseline, reverse layup for Maxey, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Matisse Thybulle. We'll get it over to Damian Lillard. Lillard taking a three, and that's good. We seriously cannot get anything going. This is ridiculous. It's like we have nothing going our way, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. Harden gets over to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Lillard. Gets over to Harden, back to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Nurkic. Getting out to Harris in the corner. Harris coming inside. Going to drive. Put it up for two. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Trailblazers. Picked up by Jeremy Grant. Over to Damian Lillard. Lillard getting it over to Reddish. Putting it up for two. No good. And Embiid gets the rebound. And it's poked away somehow. And put into the hands of Grant. Now Maxey's trying to pick it up. Does not happen. Lillard picks it up. Over to Reddish, up for two, and that's good. My gosh. Can we please play a lick of defense? That's all I ask. Play a lick of defense. Have we not understood what the word defense means? Put that in quotation marks. Defense. I think y'all have learned what the word defense means since literally since you're over the age of 4, 7, 10, I don't know. Haven't y'all learned what the word defense means for 10, 20 years now? Seriously. Y'all need to understand what defense is, man. Y'all need to understand what defense is. Apparently y'all don't understand it tonight, but y'all have understood it in the past. This is just getting even more brutal. We have to have Joel Embiid carrying us tonight, man. This is getting really bad. Rough start. Rough first half, man. We better bounce us back in the second half. Dude, they have a good team. Don't get me wrong. They have a good team. I don't want to hear the 76ers suck, okay? They just have a good team, okay? When you're trying to, literally stop a lineup of Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, who's actually been playing good this season, and, any former Sixer by any means, in particular, I'm talking about Matisse Thybulle, when you're playing anyone like that on the same roster, it's going to be tough. But apparently these guys just don't know how to play defense. I'm not giving up, man. I'm staying here till the end of the stream. That's all I get. That's all I'm going to tell you, to say the least. But this is just getting ridiculous, man. Can we please just play one lick of defense? Please. 2:50 left to go in the first half, man. Just get the first half done and over with, because this has been a ridiculous first half. We're literally having the ball in the hands of Joel Embiid to literally put our points up. And not to mention, Harden's 0 of 5 from 3 right now. I think that's what he actually is. Yeah, Harden's 0 of 5 from 3. Dude, this is ridiculous right now. Harden needs to pick it up from 3 and stop going into la-la land and stop messing around. This is a real game, James Harden. This is no practice clinic, buddy. I'm sure you were making all your 3-pointers in practice, so how about you do that right now, please? Not sure what we have Damian Lillard talking to one of the officials for, honestly. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden going to his left. Now guarded by Jeremy Grant. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Thybulle. Gets it over to Harris. Harris looking. Harris gets it over to Embiid. Embiid over to Harris. Over to Maxey. Trying to kick it over. Get it over to Tucker. But it's going to be deflected out of bounds off of the hands of Yusuf Nurkic. And it's going to stay Sixers ball. How many does Matisse Thybulle have? Thybulle has just 3 points right now. And a shot clock violation for the Sixers. Whoop-de-doo. What else do you know? I mean, also at times, SC Sports Talk, when we've had deficits like this, we've been known to actually come back in the second half. But we're going to see what happens from here. Because up to this point, it's not looking too good, man. As Lillard has the ball, guarded by P.J. Tucker. It's over to Simons, over to Jeremy Grant, who kicks it out to Nurkic, back to Grant in the corner for 3, and it's good. We really just cannot play one lick of defense whatsoever. Embiid gets it over to Tucker, back to Embiid. Embiid kicking it out to Maxey. Maxey at the baseline. Maxey looking. Maxey guarded by Thybulle. Gets it over to Harden, lobbing it up for Harris. They're going to call a foul on Damian Lillard. For a second, I thought it was going to be... For a second, I thought it was going to be out of bounds off of the hands of Tobias Harris, but apparently Damian Lillard's going to call for the foul. And, dude, we're 24-10 at home, dude. 24-10. First one of the line is good for Tobias Harris. First points of the night for Tobias Harris, too, man. Before that point, he was 0 of 5 from 3. Seriously. Or rather, 0 of 5 from the field. 0 of 2 from 3 is Tobias. Second one of the line is also good for Tobias Harris. Why, you can make free throws, but you can't make simple layups, Tobias? Like, that's ridiculous. Lillard putting up a three-pointer. No good, and P.J. Tucker gets the rebound. Harden with the ball. Guarded by Jeremy Grant. Harden directing traffic over to Embiid, over to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Nurkic. Embiid spinning, putting it up for 2, and it is good for Joel Embiid. Reddish kicking it out to Thybulle. Putting up to Nurkic for 3, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris going to lob it up to Embiid, putting it up for 2, no good. Sixers trying to get the rebound, fail to do so until Tucker gets it. Out to Harden at the top of the key. Guarded by Thybulle. Harden. Looking, spinning, over to Embiid, over to Maxey. Tucker, back to Maxey for 3. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Jeremy Grant. And Damian Lillard with the ball, getting double-teamed. Lillard. Still looking. Over to Thybulle, back to Lillard, over to Reddish for 3 in the corner. No good. It's going to be rebounded by James Harden. Rough start for the Sixers in the first half. As Harden gets it over to Embiid, Embiid's going to drive late up for 2 and lay it in. Reddish going to drive, put it up for 2, and no good, and that will take us to the end of the first half. Rough start to the first half for the Philadelphia 76ers overall, man. After a rough first quarter, the struggles continue for the Sixers, as the Philadelphia 76ers are now down by 15 to the Portland Trailblazers, 71-56, as ladies and gentlemen, we have approached halftime. Rough start, man, but we're usually pretty solid in these situations coming out of half. We're going to see if we can be that second half team. I'm not sure if we can be that second half team or what. But we have to figure something out, and we have to figure something out and fast. We got to see what happens, man, honestly. Hope they're going to come back in this game. I hope so, Asia Roberson. Yeah, I know. We're not down by 21. SC Sports Talk. We're down by 15. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to go over the halftime stats here, and then we're going to take the halftime break. Starting off on the Portland Trailblazers side, Jeremy Grant currently leads the way for the Portland Trailblazers with 19 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, and a steal. Anthony Simons following that up with 19 points and 2 assists. Following that up is Damian Lillard with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Yusuf Nurkic putting up 8 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. Cam Reddish off the bench with 8 points, a rebound, and no assists. Matisse Thybulle with 3 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And then Drew Eubanks off the bench with 2 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a block to end off the first half stats for the Portland Trailblazers. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side, man. Joel Embiid leads the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. James Harden following that up with 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Off the bench, DeAnthony Melton putting up 8 points, no rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. George Niang off the bench with 6 points, a rebound, no assists, and a steal. Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup with 5 points and a rebound. Paul Reed off the bench with 4 points and 4 rebounds. PJ Tucker with 2 points and 3 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 2 points, a rebound, and an assist each. And then Shake Milton rounding it out with 1 point, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists to end off the first half stats for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats. Now, the Portland Trailblazers are shooting the ball 61.9% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 45.5%. The Portland Trailblazers are shooting the ball 57.9% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 27.8%. The Portland Trailblazers are shooting the ball 72.7% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 68.8%. The Portland Trailblazers are out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers 22-20. However, the Sixers are managing to somehow out-rebound the Trailblazers offensively 7-2. The Portland Trailblazers with more assists than the Sixers 16-14. The Sixers with more steals than the Trailblazers 4-2. The Trailblazers with more blocks than the Sixers 1-0. The Sixers winning the turnover battle at the half 5-4. The Portland Trailblazers with more points in the paint than the Sixers 26-24. And a total of 19 personal fouls called in the end of the first half. 9 on the Portland Trailblazers and 10 on the Philadelphia 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is how the first half stats come to an end, man. We need players to help out Joel Embiid in the second half, man. So that is what I am fully expecting from this team going into the second half. As Embiid has 20 points, and we can tell he has been the reason that we have been in this game so far in the first half. But we need to see our players step up in the second half, especially on the defensive side. And we need players helping out Joel Embiid on the offensive side as well. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we are taking a halftime break, man. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Portland Trailblazers and the Philadelphia 76ers. And I will be back in the second half without these headphones on. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will see you all back here for the second half. All right, guys, I'm back, man. Ready to go for the second half as the second half is about to start in just a few moments. We're back for the second half, man. Let's get it on. What's going on, Bruce Harper? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream for the second half, especially. I'm doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing good as well, Bruce Harper. As the second half is underway, like I said before, Maxey gets it over to Tobias Harris, over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Eubanks, over to Harris for three. And it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Jusuf Nurkic. Gets it over to Anthony Simons. Simons, guarded by Maxey, gets it over to Dame Lillard. Lillard, going to his right, gets it over to Simons for three, and that's good for Anthony Simons. Have to turn on the jet engine soon? Exactly. We have to. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden lobbing it up to Maxey. Maxey gets it over to Embiid. Embiid going to put it up for two, and it's good for Joel Embiid. I like how Embiid is putting the points up, but we need other players to contribute, man. We can't have Embiid carrying the squad the whole game. We can't have it happening. As the game just froze up on my TV. Whoop-de-doo. Still waiting for the game to unfreeze, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, let me figure this out, man. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I was able to figure it out, man. Apparently, I just had to go to a channel and then go right back to it. So, have the remote beside me in case if that happens again. As Thibault's able to put up the alley-oop. Harden with the ball, guarded by Thibault. Harden going to his left. Harden gets it over to Embiid. Embiid kicking it out to Maxey in the corner for three. And it's off target, rebounded by Jusuf Nurkic. Who gets it over to Simons. This will be a foul called on Tobias Harris. Fouls on James Harden. His first of the game. His game up passes into Damian Lillard. Lillard taking the three. And it's off target. It's going to be rebounded. It's not going to be rebounded by anyone, but it's going to go off the hands of Damian Lillard last, and it's going to be Sixers ball. We got a lot of ground to cover, ladies and gentlemen, so we better pick things up real quick. Harris lobs it up to Embiid. Embiid going to put it up for two, and he will be fouled and will head to the line. Foul's going to be called on Jusuf Nurkic. That's going to be his third of the game. Might need to see a little bit of small ball, man. If Jeremy Grant has to take over at small ball center. First one at the line is good for Joel Embiid. Second one I do believe was also good. The line for Joel Embiid as well. Here goes Anthony Simons with the ball. Gets it over to Jusuf Nurkic. Nurkic backing into Tucker. Nurkic kicking it out to Jeremy Grant for three. It's no good. It's going to be rebounded by P.J. Tucker. Who'll get it over to James Harden. Harden guarded by Jeremy Grant. Harden looking, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Nurkic. Embiid putting it up for two, and it's good for Joel Embiid who gets the roll. Again, man, we need some help, though. Man. We can't be relying on Joel Embiid to carry us all the way. Simons puts it up for two, and its offense could be rebounded by James Harden. Harden going to try to drive. Harris will pick it up, and Harris will put it up and in. There we go, Tobias. Even though Harden wants the foul, we'll take the points where we can get them. We should be doing that all the time, making our shots. As Simons has the ball. Simons guarded by Tucker. Simons putting it up for two. And then beats it. Get that out of here. That's weak sauce. Harris going to drive, put it up for two. No good. And Maxey with the putback. Let's go. Timeout, Trailblazers. There we go. Now we're starting to find it. And beats it. Get that out of here, man. You know me. This is my house. All right, back to a 10-point game. Let's go. 76-66. Let's go. That's so much better. Simons is looking good, but it's because Dame Dallas is so dominant that he frees up space for Simons. We need to put some more pressure on Simons now. That's facts. Let's get it on. Let's get it on, Sixers. Absolutely. Bruce Harper said, yeah, Embiid is the man, and Maxey is starting to set his tempo. That's facts. Also, Bruce Harper, I'm not sure if you heard this early in the stream, my guy, but on Sunday, man, against the Washington Wizards, for the 6 o'clock game, I will be at that Sixers game, if you haven't heard that already. I'll be at that Sixers game on Sunday. No, we originally were going to go to the Nuggets game, but something ended up happening that prevented us from doing it, that related to the tickets, unfortunately. So we're going to go to the game. We're going to the game on Sunday. And hopefully the Sixers will pull away with the win. There's also Marigina broadcast from the game. You'll see like short videos here and there is what you'll see. You'll kind of see maybe some of the players warming up, depending on if I can get a good solid view or not. I'm not sure how good the view will be at the arena. I did see a couple pictures of what the view is going to look like, but at the same time, it all could have changed from the past few years, to be completely honest. So I'll see what the view looks like, and I'll try to get some good shots and try to put some content out there. I feel the Wizards should not win that game as Beal isn't so good and Porzingis will get schooled by Embiid. Well, Bradley Beal is good, Bruce Harper. Bradley Beal is a good player, but Porzingis, when it comes to Porzingis, dude, Joel Embiid is the grandfather of Kristaps Porzingis. The grandfather. Yes, I said it. I'm so jealous. It's going to be the best time. I will be looking for you on TV. I'll be pretty high up, man, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to find me or not. Like, if they show, like, a zoomed-out camera, if they ever zoom out the camera, you should be able to probably try to find me that way. But we're down by 10 right now, man. Let's see what we can do. Here we go as the ball is in the hands of Anthony Simons. Simons guarded by Maxey. Simons going to his right, coming inside, putting it up for two. And it's good for Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons just cannot miss right now. And it is ridiculous that this is the case. Anthony Simons can barely miss, dude. It's unbelievable. As Harden gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Damian Lillard. Harris looking. Harris going to put it up for two, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Beautiful shot from Tobias. Here we go. Here's Simons with the ball again. Simons going step back three on Harden. And it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Embiid. We'll get it over to James Harden. Harden going to take a three at the top of the key. That's good for James Harden. It's about time, James. It's about time you show up. One of three from 3-point range this quarter for the Sixers. As Reddish tries to get over to Simons, does so just barely, gets it over to Jeremy Grant. Grant, guarded by Harden, driving, kicking it out to Reddish. Over to Simons for three. And it's no good, and it's going to be picked up by Maxey. Maxey will spin out to Harden. Harden. Trying to put moves on Cam Reddish. Harden going to dance. Harden. Lost the ball, was able to get it back. Gets it out to Embiid. Embiid has to take the three-point jumper. It's no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Anthony Simons. But that definitely could have been a lot worse. Here we go. It's Eubanks, or rather, why does it keep saying Eubanks? Nurkic with the ball. Over to Grant, up to Simons for two, and it's good for Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons is cooking us right now. We need to find a way to guard him, man. Wish we had a thiable player on defense, man. Wish we had someone good on defense to guard Anthony Simons, but we don't. As Embiid has the ball, guarded by Nurkic. Embiid looking. Embiid going to fade for two on this one, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Damian Lillard. Lillard going to lob it up to Jeremy Grant. Grant looking, gets it over to Nurkic. Nurkic still looking, gets it over to Simons. Simons taking another three, and it's good. Why is Anthony Simons cooking us in his first game back in however many games? Why? Can someone please guard Anthony Simons? Harden with the ball. Coming inside, putting it up for two, and it's good for James Harden. Finally. Here we go. It's Cam Reddish with the ball. Reddish looking, taking a three, and it's good for Cam Reddish. This is the three-point team. The three-point team is right here. This is the three-point team, man. I'm telling you. Maxey going to drive, put it up for two, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. This is literally the three-point team, though. I don't care what you say. This is the three-point team right here. Reddish with the ball, going to lose it. Harris going to pick it up. Harris going to drive on Simons. Put it up for two. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Jeremy Grant. Come on, Tobias. You got to finish that. You got to finish the play. Grant over to Simons, back to Grant. Grant guarded by Tucker, putting it up for two, and it's good. What on God's earth is going on right now? We're letting these dudes either take easy three-pointers or take weird-looking jump shots from inside the arc. Makes no sense. Anywhere in the building is going to be awesome. This is the greatest show in the greatest show to watch in the NBA. It's facts. Fear finally might be getting started. I hope so, because he needs to pick things up for us. He needs to be the second option on the team. I agree about finding a way to defend Simons. Seriously, if anyone is going to carry this team tonight for the Trailblazers, it's Anthony Simons. But the reason why the Trailblazers are winning right now, it's not only because of Anthony Simons, the way he's playing right now. It's because they have more help around Anthony Simons. For us, it's Joel Embiid. Maybe Harden's going to cook a little bit, but everyone else is sitting in la-la land doing pretty much nothing. They're doing nothing. That's why we're not going to be able to win games as if Embiid's going to carry us. That's why it's not going to happen. I thought we were starting to pick it up a little, but turns out that they're just going to continue to run away. As long as Anthony Simons is on the floor, they're always going to run away with it.
They're always going to run away from us trying to make a comeback. As long as Anthony Simons is on the floor, that's going to happen. I'm going to hate it, dude. Oh, my gosh. I'm hoping Maxey gives me an alright score in fantasy. Also, guys, next Friday and next Saturday as well as on Sunday, I'm not going to be able to stream the Sixers games for both next Friday and next Saturday either, man. So you're going to see a little bit of a slack on these Sixers games. But apart from any of those 3 days, man, I will be able to stream the rest of that week, minus those 3 days, depending on when the Sixers have a game, man, which should be at least 2 games, like right in the middle. Trying not to hate on him, but he's constantly breaking our hearts. We need Maxey to take over and give some help to Embiid. That's what I'm saying. And even Damian Lillard's not playing the best, dude. He's only got 12 points in this game. But they're giving more help to Anthony Simons than what we're giving our help to Joel Embiid. That's why the Trailblazers are winning this game. They're winning this game because they're helping out their best player. That's playing on the team right now. For us, it's Joel Embiid. For them, it's Anthony Simons. They're helping him out more than we are. So let's help our player out a little. We're playing bully ball here, apparently, as Tobias Harris will lob it up to Embiid. He tries to put it up for 2. No good. After the pump fake, and it's going to be rebounded by the Trailblazers, dude. My goodness gracious. Grant gets it over to Eubanks, gets it over to Lillard at the top of the key for 3. That's way short, and it's going to be picked up by DeAnthony Melton. Melton gets it over to Embiid. Embiid out to Maxey. Maxey on the pump fake. Maxey over to McDaniels, putting it up for 2. No good. McDaniels with his own rebound. Can't get that to go. Harris up for 2. It's good. Here we go. Here's Shaedon Sharpe with the ball. Gets it over to Drew Eubanks. Eubanks over to Cam Reddish. Gets it over to Damian Lillard. Lillard going to his right. Gets it over to Shaedon Sharpe. Over to Eubanks for 2. No good. It's going to be rebounded by the Sixers. Harris to Melton. Putting it up for 2, and it's good for DeAnthony Melton. Let's pick it up a little, man. Come on. Here we go. Here's Damian Lillard with the ball. Lillard going to drive. Reverse layup for 2 is good for Damian Lillard. Again, man, Lillard's not having the most efficient game, but they're still finding a way to destroy us. As Maxey is the ball. Spinning. Gets it to Harris. Over to Maxey. Over to Melton. Melton gets it over to McDaniels. McDaniels driving. Putting it up for 2, and it's good on the slam from Jalen McDaniels. Here goes Damian Lillard with the ball. Layup for 2 is no good. And a very late foul called against. It's going to be on Jalen McDaniels, dude. I think that's his 4th. That foul's so late, too, man. Let the guys play. For crying out loud, let the dudes play. Yeah, it better be booing the officials. That was such a late foul, too. Again, man, Dame Lillard's not missing. He's not missing the free throw. First one at the line's good for Dame. I miss you, but I understand. You have a life. You have to live. My life is Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies 24/7, 365. Sometimes I wish I had other interests, but I've always just loved these 3 teams. And sometimes the Flyers, but they stink for so long now. I'm telling you, the Flyers haven't been good since the COVID year, man. And before that, they haven't been good since the Broad Street Bullies. Second one of the line is also good for Damian Lillard. But, we all have different lives, man, Got to go through different things. as Harris has the ball, guarded by Cam Reddish. Harris lobbing it up to Embiid, and that's poked away by Shaedon Sharpe. Gets it over to Lillard, over to Reddish for 2. And that will be the first foul called on tonight called on Tobias Harris. When you always think it's a clean block, it's not. First one at the line for Cam Reddish is no good. Second one at the line for Reddish is good. Here you go. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey gets it over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Eubanks. Embiid pump faking twice. Embiid going to drive, put it up for 2, and he'll be fouled. Foul call on Drew Eubanks. Not sure why the Portland bench was clapping after that. They should have easily knew it was on them. That'll be the first on Jeremy Grant tonight. First one of the line for Embiid is good. We're going to need a miracle fourth quarter, man. That's all I'm going to tell you. We're going to need a miraculous fourth quarter. Second one at the line is also good for Joel Embiid. As Reddish has the ball, guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Reddish looking, bulldozing his way, lobs up to Jeremy Grant. Grant driving, kicking it out to Reddish. Reddish going to drive. Reddish dropping it down for Drew Eubanks, and that's good. We're really out here letting Drew Eubanks put up layups. Seriously? Really getting behind, man. Come on. As I do believe Maxey has the ball. Maxey, guarded by Grant, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid going to fade for 2 from the free throw line, and it's good for Joel Embiid. Jeremy Grant with the ball, going to drive, put it up for 2, and he will be fouled. It'll be a blocking foul on Maxey. So I do believe Jeremy Grant was also a former Sixer too, if I'm not mistaken. First one of the line is missed by Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant to take the second one of the line. Sixers fans going crazy. They want the chicken. And they're not going to get it from Jeremy Grant. They need to inbound it quick. Reddish going to try to take one more shot, and that's not going to go in, as that pass was taken away by the Trailblazers. So going into the fourth quarter, the Philadelphia 76ers trailing by 11 at the end of the third quarter, 96-85. As we head to the fourth quarter with the Philadelphia 76ers down by 11. It's going to take a miracle fourth quarter to win this game. $96-85, man. The score going into the fourth quarter. Yeah, man, it's going to take a miracle fourth quarter for us to win this game. It's going to take a miracle. I agree, but I feel we can do it. We haven't played nearly our best quarter yet. Well, we better show up in the fourth. We better be outscoring this team by 12 points in the fourth quarter at the very least. Because that's what's going to take. We have to outscore this team by at least 12 points in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be tough with Anthony Simons probably still going to be on the floor. Because that's been their best player all night, and Damian Lillard can heat up. Anything can happen. Not saying it's out of the picture, but at the same time, it's like the door is slightly closing for the Sixers to get back in it. But it's time for the fourth quarter, man. Let's see what happens. See what happens in the fourth quarter. Final quarter, man. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Fourth quarter begins now. Here's Simons with the ball. Gets it over to Cam Reddish. And a foul will be called early on, and it's going to be on Jalen McDaniels. That's going to be number 5 on McDaniels tonight. Get Jalen McDaniels out of the game, dude. He's got 5 fouls tonight. Don't tell me we're going to be playing bully ball with Harden, or rather with Paul Reed and Joel Embiid, dude. Or don't even tell me Montrezl Harrell's going to even get playing time tonight, dude. Take Jalen McDaniels out of this game. As Simons is gonna try to pass it. I don't know who he was trying to pass it to. It looks like it was trying to get passed over to Eubanks. It's going to go out of bounds off the Sixers, and it's going to stay Trailblazers basketball. But again, man, we have to lock down defense. As the inbound passes into Anthony Simons, Simons putting it up for 2, and it's good for Anthony Simons. As Harden has the ball. Harden gets it over to Jalen McDaniels, putting it up for 2, and it's good. Well, it's about time. Jalen McDaniels, show up when it matters. Don't get that 6th foul. Let's go. Another 3-pointer taken, and it's good. I do believe that was also Anthony Simons. Not that. That was Shaedon Sharpe, I think. Melton taking a 3. That is way off target. I knew that from the get-go. Simons going to drive, putting it up for 2. No good, and it's going to be rebounded by James Harden. Harden going to kick it out to Melton. Melton going to drive, trying to kick it out to Niang. But it's going to be out of bounds, Sixers basketball. Off the hand of Shaedon Sharpe. Do believe that's who it went off of, man. That would have been nice if Niang would have got it in the corner. Yes, get Joe McDaniels out of this game, dude, because he's sitting on 5 fouls right now. Cannot let him get foul number 6. Looks like we're going to play Paul Reed at the 5 and bring in Daniel House Jr. And Harden with the ball, kicking it out to Niang. And loose ball foul going to be called against the Trailblazers. It's going to be on Nasir Little. As Melton inbounds it to James Harden. Harden looking, losing the ball, getting it back. Harden to Niang, who takes a 3, and it's good. Georges Niang, huge 3 when it matters most. That was huge from George. We need that, and we need that big time. Reddish going to lose the ball. Melton picks it up. Melton lobbing it up to Daniel House Jr. Let's go. What an alley-oop by Melton to Daniel House Jr. Beautiful play between the two young bucks. As Eubanks has the ball. Gets it over to Anthony Simons. Got to guard Simons here. Simons gets it over to Nasir Little, over to Eubanks. Eubanks is going to be fouled by Paul Reed. I mean, Paul Reed, dude, keep your hands off. Keep your hands off unless you're going to swat the ball without making contact on his hands. A beautiful poster by Daniel House Jr. That was literally almost behind the net that he did that from, dude. That was almost behind the backboard. First one at the line for Drew Eubanks is good. He didn't even need the rim for that first one, which is crazy. Second one at the line for Drew Eubanks is good as well. That's just such a crazy style by Drew Eubanks. He literally goes here and then here. As Harden has the ball, gets it over to Niang, who pump fakes. Niang kicking it out to Harden. Harden over to Melton. Melton faking. Out to the corner. House for three. And it's good. Daniel House Jr. Beautiful three by the former Utah Jazz player. The former Utah Jazz forward. We got 33 points off the bench. Which, that's unbelievable, honestly. Nasir Little for three. That's no good. And Paul Reed gets the rebound. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden going to dance. Harden. Guarded by Eubanks. Harden. Going to drive. Put it up for two. And it's good. Plus the foul. James Harden. Clutch when it matters. And he's going to the line for one more. Huge when it matters most for the Beard. Let's go. Beautiful job by James Harden. Woo! What a game we got, ladies and gentlemen. What a game we got here in the Wells Fargo. Beautiful job by James Harden. He's literally just shooting under 50%, dude. He's shooting under 50%. Just a little under 50% from the field. But 5 of the 7 misses from James Harden have come from three-point range, so that's the thing. Chance to complete the three-point play here is James Harden, which he does. That's why he has been over a 90% free throw shooter over the last few games. Sixers are on an 11-2 run in the last minute and a half. Here we go. We need the defense, man. We need the defense. Reddish with the ball, spinning. Reddish putting it up for two, and it's good for Cam Reddish. Harden with the ball. Harden looking. Harden going to his left, coming inside. Harden putting it up for two. And it's going to be a charge on James Harden. Wow. Wow. Did he have... Yeah, Dame Lillard was still by a landslide. Dame Lillard knew it was coming from James. Lillard knew that was coming. He stood there like there was no tomorrow. As Reddish has the ball, going to drive and then kick out to Lillard. Lillard over to Eubanks. Eubanks going to spin. Eubanks putting it up for two, and it's good for Drew Eubanks. Come on, man. We need a bounce-back shot right here. Let's go. Need a shot. Harden with the ball. Harden guarded by Reddish. Harden dancing. Kicking it out. Niang, a three. No good, and going to be rebounded by Damian Lillard. Lillard bringing it down the other end. Gets it over to Eubanks. On the pass to Jeremy Grant, which is no good somehow. Rebounded by Shaedon Sharpe. Gets over to Damian Lillard. Lillard going to drive, put it up for two. No good, but he'll head to the line and shoot 2 free throws. So the Bears made an amazing trade today. I don't know what Carolina was thinking. I mean, Carolina gets the number 1 overall pick, man. They might go and get Bryce Young for their future quarterback. Say, come on, Beard. I mean, Carolina, they don't have that bad of a defense, and, I know trading DJ Moore is going to be a missing piece for Carolina, but it's not like he was going to be successful for Carolina anyways with their quarterback situation. So them trading up to number 1 is actually not that bad of a trade because they could potentially get Bryce Young, but they're thinking about getting CJ Stroud with the number 1 overall pick. First one of the line was good for Damian Lillard, but we have to stay in this game. We have to. Second one of the line for Damian Lillard is good as well. Lillard makes them look so easy, it's ridiculous. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball. It's over to Harden, over to Niang. Gets it over to Paul Reed. And Reed loses it. What was that, Paul Reed? This man tossed it up into the air like it was nothing. Lillard, layup is no good, and Harden gets the rebound. Harden gets it over to Niang, over to Maxey. Maxey at the baseline. Kicking out to Melton. Melton. Over to Harden at the top of the key. Harden dancing. Harden taking a 3. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Shaedon Sharpe. Embiid's about to get back in this game, and we need him big time, man. And Shaedon Sharpe trying to put it up for 2, and a foul's going to be called on Paul Reed again. That's why Doc Rivers is putting Embiid back in this game. Hold up. I didn't mean to get to that one. I meant to get to this one. I feel Bryce Young will get demolished. He's so much smaller than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he's got to put some height on, man. They measured him as 5'11" at the combine. You cannot be a 5'11" quarterback in the NFL. You just can't do it. Even I'm 5'11", I wouldn't be a quarterback. They give him so much. Exactly. Dame Dollar is one of my favorite players that isn't on the Sixers, and as he has so much talent. That's facts. Dude, it's tough right now, man. On that one play, bro, where Paul Reed literally was trying to put the ball into the basket, he literally flicked his hands up into the air like he was going to get a foul call, but there was literally no one in his sights. And, even Harden had a struggling night tonight, man, so not sure if Embiid's going to be able to get us back in this game or if it's going to be too late. I'm telling you, man, CJ Stroud could actually go number 1 overall in this draft because the Panthers want CJ Stroud. They want him. Don't forget to move clocks. Head on Sundays, it's the end of daylight savings. Facts. I'll take CJ over Young for sure. Yeah, CJ Stroud definitely has a much bigger size. He's definitely, and I think he's actually going to be the quarterback that actually is going to have the most success in the NFL out of all of these quarterbacks in this draft class. I think he's going to succeed the most. Sixers down by 11, man. We got to pick things up here. So Thaddeus got at least 5 points. Yeah, he's got 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3-point range, a steal and a block each as well from Matisse Thybulle. I think he's going to be the best QB except for maybe the guy from Kentucky. I do believe you're talking about Will Levis, but CJ Stroud's the best quarterback in this draft. I don't care what y'all say. If anyone's competing with him for the best quarterback in this draft, it's Bryce Young. All y'all need to stop hyping up Will Levis. I know he had a good season at Kentucky, but y'all need to stop hyping him up. First one of the line is missed from Shaden Sharp. We need these free throws missed. We need to give ourselves a chance in this game. Second one of the line is good from Shaden Sharp and made that look easy. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball, bringing it down the floor. Maxey gets it over to Harden, lobbing it up to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Eubanks. Embiid looking, gets it over to Harden. Harden back to Embiid. Embiid trying to put it up for two, and he's easily fouled by Drew Eubanks. Yes, Levis, who has a great arm and someone reminds me of Josh Allen. Yeah, Will Levis has a cannon on him, dude. But I'm just saying, CJ Stroud's the best quarterback in this draft. I don't care what anyone says. You could say Bryce Young all you want. You could say Will Levis all you want, but CJ Stroud is the best quarterback in this draft. I don't care what anyone says. First one of the line is no good for Joel Embiid. This man has literally missed like 5 free throws tonight. Like, Joel, are you okay from the free throw line? And thank you. That's also my boy CJ Stroud, too, man. I wish him nothing but the best in the NFL, as well as Jackson Smith and Chigba, and any Ohio State players that are in this draft, man. Second one of the line is good for Embiid. I just don't know why Embiid's consistently not shooting 2 of 2 from the line tonight. He's at least normally missing at least 1 or 2 free throws a game. He's missed like 5 tonight. Shaden Sharp. So over to Simons, over to Grant. Grant putting it up for 2, and it's good for Jeremy Grant. My goodness gracious. Can't play a lick of defense in the second half either. As Harden puts it back for Embiid, Embiid going to drive, Embiid going to spin, and a jackhammer by Joel Embiid with one grown man hand. There we go. He's lowered with the ball, gets it over to Eubanks, and is blocked. Maxey picks it up. Over to Harden. Harden guarded by Thibault, over to Niang for 3. It's good. Huge from Georges Niang. Timeout, Trailblazers. Huge from Georges Niang. That was huge. Huge when it matters from the minivan. (112-104). Trailblazers with the lead, but the Sixers cut it down to single digits. Yeah, that's still got lots of time. Exactly. Again, as long as we continue to play the defense and we make our shots, we have a shot of winning this game. We cut it down to 8. We cannot stop. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal. Keep your foot on that gas pedal and keep playing the way you just did, showing you on that shot right there. The way you showed that needs to be how you play the rest of the game. But next year, though, man, in next year's NFL draft, Bruce Harper, the best quarterback in next year's draft is going to be Caleb Williams out of USC. And I have him winning the Heisman back-to-back years next year, after next year's season. If we attack the hoop and can get to the line, we can do it. And, of course, we need to defend. So defense, absolutely, 100,000%. You need to play defense to win this game. You can't win this game without playing defense. You can't win this game without playing defense, man. It's just a fact. But it's an 8-point game right now, man. This isn't over. 5:16 left. I have to learn more about that USC quarterback. Yeah, Caleb Williams, man. The man that just won the Heisman. I know the Trojans didn't make the postseason. But, Caleb Williams, I think he's going to go goes a back-to-back Heisman winner. I think he goes back-to-back, honestly. But Kyle McCord coming in, I think he's got a shot. Marvin Harrison might be in the conversation for the Heisman because I think he has a breakout year this upcoming year. He definitely had a big year last year, but I think he explodes even more. Besides, he has that connection with Kyle McCord because those two played in high school, so those two are going to have no problem getting the ball to each other. It's just going to be down. It's just going to come down to how Kyle McCord plays. At times, the ball's behind the defender, and at times he just struggles to complete the passes. But once he gets settled in, he is on fire and he doesn't miss a step. As the fourth quarter has continued, as Simons gets the ball over to Damian Lillard, taking a three for no reason. Foul going to be drawn by Damian Lillard, and it's going to be on to Anthony Melton. And Melton knows he did it. Yeah, Marvin Harrison's going to be something special. First one of the line for Damian Lillard is good. Again, Damian Lillard is not going to miss a free throw. He's just not going to. As the Trailblazers are in the bonus right now. Second one of the line for Lillard is good as well. No one even goes crazy when Damian Lillard shoots the ball because they know he makes it almost every time. Almost if not every time. As Max sees the ball, gets it over to James Harden, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid, guarded by Eubanks, gets it over to Harden. Harden kicking it out to Niang. Over to Maxey. Maxey looking over to Embiid. Embiid getting around Jeremy Grant. He will be fouled and will head to the line. Embiid needs these two free throws, man. I need to see 2 of 2 from Embiid right here. Dude, there's like 3 guys on him. We got Jeremy Grant. We have Jeremy Grant, Simons, and Nurkic. First one of the line is good for Joel Embiid. Praise the Lord. Make the second one, Joel, please. Please make the second one. Still has been able to put up 34 points tonight, man. Second one of the line for Embiid is good. That's much better, Embiid. That's what I wanted to see all game, man. I wanted to see 2 of 2 from the line. Every single shot. Both teams are currently 19 of 25 from the free throw line. As Simons gets it over to Damian Lillard. Lillard guarded by Maxey. Lillard around a screen, putting up a 3, and it's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Anthony Simons off the pass from Jeremy Grant. As Simons gives it to Nurkic for 3, it's no good. It's going to be James Harden with the rebound. Harden going to bring it down the floor over to Niang. To Melton for 3. It's good. DeAnthony Melton. Timeout, Portland. Let's go. Yes, sir. That's how you make a statement. DeAnthony Melton, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. After those 2 free throws by Embiid, that's what you do. You put your shots up, you put them in. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful job. That's the right thing to do right there, man. Absolutely 100%. Beautiful job from the Sixers. Beautiful execution. All the way around. Beautiful job. Let's keep it up for the rest of the game. All right, guys, I'm back, man. It's a 5-point game, man. 114-109. 5-point game right now. Let's go. But here we go. Lillard with the ball going to his right. Lillard losing it, getting it back. Gets it over to Simons. Simons coming inside, fading for two. No good. It's going to be James Harden with the rebound, but a foul's going to be called on Georges Niang. Lucas Holman, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. One of my best supporters right here, man, Lucas Holman. Lucas Holman, be sure to hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy, which I'm sure you already have, but appreciate you for coming through the stream. Just got done hooping at my local community center. It's all good, man. It's all good. Appreciate you for coming through. First one of the line is no good for Drew Eubanks. Why do I keep saying Drew Eubanks? That is Jusuf Nurkic. Why do I keep putting Jusuf Nurkic and Drew Eubanks in the same sentence? Second one at the line is no good, and the Sixers will get the Chick-fil-A chicken. The fans will get the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets from Jusuf Nurkic. It would eventually happen, and it's happened right there. And B gonna spin. Gets it over to Harden. Harden guarded by Nurkic. Harden looking. Harden gonna go step back there, and it's good. James Harden, beautiful shot from the beard. Beautiful job. 119-112. Or 114-112, I should say. But here we go. Here's Lillard with the ball. Sixers fans are rising. Lillard driving, putting it up for two, and it stays in play. But they called out of bounds on Niang. Beautiful shot from James Harden. But Nurkic did give him a spot to land, so that's fine. Nurkic did give him a spot to land, so I don't want to hear no back talk. As the inbound pass is in from Lillard to Nurkic. Gets it over to Simons. Simons, a deep three. No good. And it beats us. Give me the rebound. Here we go. 2-point game. Embiid driving, putting it up for two. Foul called on the Trailblazers. And Nurkic is going to be called for it. Embiid with an opportunity to go to the free throw line and tie this game up with 2:50 left to go in the fourth. Embiid, we need this. Please. I beg on my knees. Please get this Joel Embiid. Please. First one at the line is good for Joel Embiid, man. Let's go. He's feeling it right now. The Trailblazers have led by as much as 21 points, man. I mean, Harden started to pick it up a little bit, man. I know it was 2 of 8 from 3. I know he was 2 of 8 from 3s, but he's really picked it up. And then B makes the second one. We got a tie game here from the Wells Fargo. How the tides have turned. 15-2 run for the Sixers in the last 3 minutes. Lillard with the ball guarded by Melton. Lillard around the screen. A deep three. No good. Harden gets the rebound. What a comeback by the Sixers. Harden going to his left. Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid going to put it up for two. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Nurkic. Over to Lillard. And it's going to be Maxey making a play, but it will go off of Anthony Simons last. It will be Sixers basketball. It will go off of the hands of Anthony Simons last, and it was off of Simons last. Maxey makes a play. Timeout, Portland. Whew. Man, oh man, what a game we got tonight. Holy cow. I don't know why I went up there with my vocal cords. Let's go and beat the MVP. Exactly. Sixers equals the heart of Philly. That's facts. Man, oh man, oh man. Niang's really provided that spark tonight. So has DeAnthony Melton. Both of them have been providing that spark tonight, man. Niang 4 of 8 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. Melton 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. They have both provided a spark for the Sixers in this game. They have both been the ones to carry the bench. And then for the starting lineup, it's been Embiid and Harden. Harden has definitely stepped it up. Embiid's out here doing his thing, as he's always done. Oh, what? What are we looking at? It's off of Anthony Simons, dude. What a play by Maxey to get out of the hands of Anthony Simons. Look at Scott Foster, dude. The dude looks older than 55. He literally looks like he's 70. After further review, there's no way Portland is about to blow this. And it is Sixers ball, because you hear the crowd roaring, and you best believe that is the right call to make. Goes off of the hands of Simons. Sixers ball. We're tied up at 114 apiece. 2:16 left. And every Sixers fan is rising to the occasion right now. The rally towels are out. Everything is out. All the energy put into these Sixers fans is out right now. Harden with the ball. Gets it over to Niang. Over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Eubanks. Embiid gets it over to Harden. Harden over to Niang. Niang up the baseline. Niang kicking it out to Harden. Harden guarded by Jeremy Grant. Lobbing up to Embiid. Embiid getting double teamed, and he lost the ball. And Embiid going to be called for the foul. It's going to be Embiid's second. But Embiid has to stay in this game, dude. He has to. So he's going to go into the backcourt. Wait, that's what I thought until I see Embiid going to the line. Well, going off towards the side where Eubanks will shoot the free throws. Eubanks. Why do they say Drew Eubanks, dude? Yusuf Nurkic. I need to get that name in my head as he misses the first one. I need to get that name in my head. Yusuf Nurkic, not Drew Eubanks. Second one on the line for Nurkic is missed as well. Yusuf Nurkic missing both free throws at the line keeps it a tie ball game. Harden with the ball, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Harden gets it to Embiid. Embiid, guarded by Nurkic, gets it back to Harden, guarded by Simons. Harden looking. Harden dancing. Driving, putting it up for two. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the Sixers. What do you mean? Let me see. Oh, dude, he's standing there. What are you talking about? Oh, never mind. He did get him a little. That's a good look by the officials, man. As much as I hate saying that. No field goals, though, for the Trailblazers in the last 4.5 minutes. Lillard putting up a three, and it's good. They're making us work for it. They're making us work for it right now. And just like that, Lillard putting up a three. Or are they calling it a long two? Hold up. Wait. I think his foot was on the line, so it's a long two for Damian Lillard, not a three. That's fine. You know, I am okay with Lillard taking a long two. If it's a three, I'm more nervous. I am more nervous in my veins That is a 3-pointer by Damian Lillard, but it's only a 2-pointer. It's a long 2 for Dame. And it's a 116-114 game, man. We have rallied, though, from over 20 points down to a tie ball game, back to the Trailblazers up by 2 points. I'm telling you, man, watch this go to overtime or something. I'm telling you. Watch this go to overtime. Seriously. Oh, dude. Oh, man. We've come back by 11 points this quarter. I mean 9. I think it was 11. I think it was 11, actually. We needed to outscore this team by 12 points in the fourth quarter to win this game. Need to win this one? Facts. This team always gives us trouble. That's the thing. No matter who they have on the team, they always give us trouble. But here we go. Final minute 20 left to go in the game. Harden with the ball. Guarded by Jeremy Grant. Harden. Guarded by Grant still. Harden going to his right. Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid loses it. Gets it back. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey driving. Maxey putting it up for 2. And it's good for Tyrese Maxey. We're all tied up at 116 apiece with under a minute left to go. Here we go. Lillard with the ball. Guarded by Milton. Lillard gets it to Nurkic. Nurkic putting it up for 2, and it's good. And Nurkic is getting the bucket plus the foul. And the Sixers fans want to travel. Did he do it? Oh my gosh, he took like a million steps. Doc, can you challenge that, please? Oh my gosh, this man took like 5 steps before putting it up for 2. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. What in the world, Doc? Doc, you should have been challenging that. And Nurkic completes the 3-point play, by the way. Doc Rivers should have been challenging that. That was like 4 steps, like Bruce Harper says in the chat. And a foul called, and it's going to be against Portland. All right, so the Trailblazers are out of fouls to give, so Maxey's shooting 2 free throws from the line. 1, 2. Actually, it was not a walk on Nurkic. Nurkic did not take 4 steps. He took 2 and then dove for it as he was laying it up. First one of the line is good for Tyrese Maxey. Daniel House Jr. going to come back into the game here. I assume this is going to be for Niang, and yes, it is. So they're putting Daniel House Jr. in with the starting lineup. Second one at the line for Maxey is good. All right, 1-point game, man. Let's go. Defense right here. Stand up. Stand up, defense. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Lillard with the ball. Lillard guarded by Melton. Lillard driving. Lillard is blocked. Maxey makes the play and gets it to Embiid. Over to Harden. Here we go, guys. 1-point game. Here we go. Harden trying to get back to Embiid. Does so. Embiid losing it. Getting it back. Embiid guarded by Nurkic. And it is going to be a timeout called. And the Sixers will take their last timeout to talk strategy on how to try and win this game. They can potentially get a 1-point victory here. They have potential of a 1-point victory, ladies and gentlemen, but they have to connect on this play. This play decides it all. This play determines it all, ladies and gentlemen. How we've come from 21 down to this. It's all down to one play. You have to put it in the hands of Joel Embiid. There's no need for a 3-pointer unless if it's necessary. You give the ball to Joel Embiid. He will be fouled. He'll hopefully head to the line. Hopefully, fingers crossed, make 2 free throws. And maybe give the Trailblazers the ball back with like 4 seconds left, maybe 3. But I'm telling you, dude, you have to inbound the ball and give it to Joel Embiid. You have to. You have to give the ball to Joel Embiid. You have to. No ifs, ands, or buts. No three-pointers necessary. I know you want to make him earn it, but dude, I don't care what y'all think, man. You have to give it to Joel Embiid on this inbound. You have to. If not that, you have to have Embiid score this bucket. You need a 2. You give it to Embiid. He will either make the bucket or will be fouled, and hopefully will make 2 free throws. Harden will do the inbound pass here. I need this to Embiid. Let's go. I need this to Embiid. Harden, waiting. Lobs it up to Embiid. Embiid has it. Embiid, going to drive. Embiid spinning. Going to fade for 2. And it's good! Joel Embiid! Oh my gosh! Timeout Trailblazers! Joel Hans Embiid is a grown man for all eternity. There is no way Embiid has managed to make the shot just like that. Timeout Trailblazers, ladies and gentlemen. With 1.1 seconds left. But I will guarantee you, on this inbound, it is going to the hands of Anthony Simons. This is going into the hands of Anthony Simons to potentially win the game for the Trailblazers. Defense is all required all day long. This is it. This is it. Oh, my gosh. And, dude, that's our first lead tonight. That shot by Joel Embiid has given us our first lead of the night. Bruce Harper said, yes, you called it. All I can say is MVP. Yeah, it might go to Dame. I think it goes to Simons. You know, I mean, who's been the better shooter from 3? Dame Lillard's only 2 of 8. Simons is 8 of 12. If I'm the Trailblazers, I am giving this to Anthony Simons. If I'm the Trailblazers, I am giving this ball to Anthony Simons. Yes, I think this is the best game I've ever called, man. But here we go. 1.1 seconds left. This is it. This is going into the hands of Anthony Simons. No question. This is in the hands of Anthony Simons right here. I'm calling it. They don't have much time to get it in. They have to get it in. Lillard takes a last-second shot. I don't think he got it off, and the Sixers are going to win it. Somehow, some way. Coming from 21 down, the Philadelphia 76ers will somehow in the world defeat the Portland Trailblazers by 1 point. 120 to 119 as the Wells Fargo Center has erupted. That was the wrong decision, too. You cannot put that in the hands of Damian Lillard when he was 2 of 8 from 3. You put that in the hands of Anthony Simons. No matter what, you put it in the hands of Anthony Simons. Need to stop. That was awesome. Yes, what a comeback. For the ages. Yes, sir. Players of the game, Anthony Simons for the Portland Trailblazers, 34 points, 13 of 22 from the field, 8 of 12 from 3. And then for the Sixers is Joel Embiid, 39 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. We will get to the box score in just a little bit. But the Sixers are able to do it by 1 point, 120 to 119, man. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, what a win. Somehow in the world it has happened. I cannot believe that just happened right there. I thought we were all out of hope at the half. I thought the Sixers had no chance in coming back and winning this game. They proved me wrong tonight, and they got the win tonight on a game winner by your MVP, this man right here. This man, your MVP, gets the victory. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, man, you guys know what we have to do after every victory, man. We play something special. So we are champions. We won in spite of Glenn Rivers. Facts. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, man, y'all know the drill, man. Play the song! Let's go, man. But ladies and gentlemen, should we run that back? Should we run that song back? Hold up. Should we run that song back? Let me know in the chat. Should we run it back right now? Should we run it back right now? Should we run it back? Should we run it back right now? Let me know in the chat, people. Let me know. Should we run it back? Yes, sir. We got one for Bruce Harper. Let's run it back, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. What a win today for the Philadelphia 76ers. Beautiful win. You know, it was a nerve-wracking win, but you know what? It is what it is, man. A win's a win at the end of the day. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over the box score and the team stats, man, and we are going to get out of here. And then after this one, man, I'll hopefully see y'all on Sunday where I will be vlogging the game as I go. But beautiful game tonight, man. Beautiful game, beautiful performance. What a way to win the game. And Embiid shooting the ball 65% from the field. Beautiful from the real MVP of the NBA. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. Embiid is the MVP of the NBA. I don't care what anyone has to say about Joel Embiid. I don't care. I don't care. You can talk about Jokic's triple-doubles that he always gets. He has probably about 20 this season. I don't care. Embiid is the true MVP. I don't care what anyone says about Jokic, man. I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over the box score, man, and the team stats, and we're going to get out of here. So starting it off on the Portland Trailblazers side, Anthony Simons was the leading scorer for the Portland Trailblazers with 34 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. Following that up is Jeremy Grant with 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists, as well as a steal, resulting in him having a double-double tonight. Damian Lillard still managing to put up 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. Also with a double-double was Damian Lillard, despite a struggling night. Cam Reddish then came off the bench and was able to put up 14 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Yusuf Nurkic in the starting lineup, finishing with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Drew Eubanks off the bench with 8 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, as well as 2 blocks. Matisse Thybulle finishing with 5 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, as well as a steal and a block each. And then finally, for the Portland Trailblazers, is Shaedon Sharpe finishing with 1 point, 2 rebounds, and assists, and a steal to end off the final stats for the Portland Trailblazers. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now. Joel Embiid finishes leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 39 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. James Harden following that up with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. And then Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup finishing with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Then off the bench, we had DeAnthony Melton with 13 points, a rebound, and 5 assists, as well as a steal. And then Georges Niang off the bench was huge tonight, putting up 12 points, a rebound, and an assist each, as well as a steal as well. Tobias Harris in the starting lineup finishing with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Daniel House Jr. finishing with 5 points straight up, as well as a block. Jalen McDaniels off the bench finishing with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Paul Reed finishing with 4 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal. And then Shake Milton off the bench finishing with a point, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists to end off the final stats for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the team stats now. The Portland Trailblazers finishing the ball 52.5% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 51.8%. The Portland Trailblazers finishing the ball 41.7% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 36.7%. The Philadelphia 76ers finishing the ball 79.3% from the free throw line to the Portland Trailblazers 66.7%. The Philadelphia 76ers finished out rebounding the Portland Trail Blazers in this game 42-36 and same offensively 12-5. The Philadelphia 76ers finished with more assists than the Portland Trail Blazers 25-24. The Sixers finished with more steals than the Portland Trail Blazers 7-6. The Sixers finished with more blocks than the Trail Blazers 4-3. The Portland Trail Blazers, however, win the turnover battle over the Philadelphia 76ers 10-9. The Sixers finished with more points in the paint than the Portland Trail Blazers 52-44, and a total of 41 personal fouls called, 24 on the Philadelphia 76ers and 17 on the Portland Trail Blazers. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is how the final stats will go ahead and wrap up. What a 1-point win from the Philadelphia 76ers, man. What a great win tonight. Great come from behind victory. We should have never won from the get-go based on what we were seeing. And B has just been the player we've definitely been wanting to see. And Doc Rivers especially made the change in the fourth quarter, going to Melton and Niang instead of Tucker and Harris. Doc Rivers definitely made the right change late in the game. Bruce Harper says, thank you for calling another great game. No problem, Bruce. Take care, my guy. Have a good weekend. MVP is Embiid 100% facts. 100% facts. Ease up, people. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Mitten said, let's go Sixers and B is a beast. That is true facts, man. Ease up, people. If you have not done so, my guy, hit that like button on the stream, man. I appreciate you for coming through to the stream. Bruce Harper said, thank you again. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you will. I hope you have a great time on Sunday. Yeah, I will have a great time, man. Hopefully we get the win. And these are people, if you did not hear my guy, I'm not sure if I told you or not, or if you heard in a recent stream, but I will be at the Sixers game on Sunday, so I will not be able to stream the game on Sunday because I will be at the game, but there will be multiple vlogs and stuff. There will be just short clips and stuff, about 1 minute, maybe more than a minute, maybe a little less than a minute, somewhere around there. There will be videos and clips about that much length of footage for each one. Last year I did one where all the players were warming up. I did a pregame at the Wells Fargo Center. I did one where Embiid was warming up, and then I did one where at the end of the game. But ladies and gentlemen, it's great and all to get the win as always. So God bless. Always appreciate that, Bruce Harper. Cool, can't wait to see good news to hear. Yeah, facts. Also, ease up, people. I will also not be able to stream the games on Friday and Saturday for the Sixers either, man. My life is starting to expand a little bit as I'm going to eventually start to be working. I'm having the training for my job on Friday and Saturday, so we're going to eventually get somewhere, man. But ladies and gentlemen, with this win, man, one of our best wins of the year, y'all can admit that. Do we need to run the back one more time? Because, man, I just feel like we got to run that back one more time. Let's do it. Oh, man. I had to run that back one more time. I had to. This was just such a good win. Even though it was a 1-point victory, still such a good win today. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, man, that's going to do it for me. Next game is on Sunday against the Washington Wizards. Again, I will not be able to stream that game because I will be at the Sixers game. So the next time you guys will see me will be on Wednesday against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that'll be the only one, actually, you're going to see from me this week, I do believe, because let me continue to look at the schedule here. Yeah, you'll only be able to see me stream the Sixers game against the Cavs. So it is what it is, man. But, my life is starting to expand a little bit. So it is what it is. Got to go do that first. But you will see me stream the game on Wednesday. But Sunday, next Friday, and next Saturday, I will not be streaming those games, man. On Sunday, I'm out of town because I will be in Philly that day, and then I'm starting to get my job together, and my training is next Friday and next Saturday. So I will not be able to stream the Sixers game for either one of those 3 days. So you guys are not going to see me streaming a lot this week, but it is what it is, man. But again, guys, on that note, man, that's going to pretty much do it for me. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are not done so, man. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one, man. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.